Live from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee, this is your motivational, sensational, inspirational, educational, aspirational, international, keenly awaited, daily created, highly anticipated edition of the afternoon swing trading floor with your humble host, Jerremy Alexander Newsome, with another daily dose of mentally delicious brain food, reminding each of you to love life, live life, and trade it. Team and fans, followers from around the world. Hope everyone's doing blissfully sensational. It is Monday. Casey Darden in the building. Hildy, Jen, Eric Tage, Rhea Hector, J Pam, Ariel Mike, Bill, and my boy Edward Lynn. Zach Johnson says, hello. And Derek Washington says, let's go. I like it. I like it. Christian, Long Crier, where are you? You said you were going to be here. He's watching the recording. So big accomplishment today. So you guys all know that March is, sorry, not March. We're in April. April is Surprise Yourself Month, AKA do something you've never done before. That is the month of April. That's the goal, is to stretch yourself, do something you've never done. And Matt DeLong really took this seriously, this month's challenges. So Matt did helicopter pilot for his pilot license. He's trying to get his pilot license for a helicopter. So he never did that. And also he is going to be taking parkour lessons. Does everyone here know what parkour lessons are? Oh, how funny is that? So helicopter pilot license and parkour lessons. I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting. Eric says they have parkour lessons. Dude, I had no idea that was a thing. And Mike, I agree with you. Mike says we must show videos of these lessons. If I don't get a video of Matt DeLong doing a parkour lesson, my life's not complete. Like, I cannot wait to see this. I'm so thrilled for that. Oh man, I cannot wait. So yeah, we got to make sure we get that up and loaded. And then for me, yesterday I crushed a 60-mile run, which is the longest of my life, longest of my career, personal record, all the good stuff. And yeah, all thanks to Casey Darden for getting me all pumped up and excited. Shout outs to George. So yeah, that was really cool. It was initially going to be 40 miles, and then I upped it to 50, and then, you know, upped it to 60. So Eric said, how long did it take? Way too long. It was the slowest. It was absolutely horrible. It was like 18 hours and some change. It should have been much faster, but yeah. If I was Casey Darden, I would have done it in like 9 hours, but yeah, 18 hours and some change. But I'm only a normal human. Mike says, Percy Warner, dude, that was the crazy part, is me and my buddy Christian, we did not factor in the elevation gain. We did not. So we did 10 loops. We didn't do the trail. We did 10 of the 5.89 mile loop. That's technically how many miles it is per loop. So I did 10 of those, plus or minus. So yeah, it was, man, out of the 60 miles, 10 of those miles was uphill. It was brutal. So anyway, that was my accomplishment for April, and that's exciting. The back trading marathon is going to be 4/24. So that's in 2 weekends away from now. And I got to give a big shout out to Edward. Edward, one of the first traders who signed up for the Lake Tahoe retreat. So boom, Edward Lynn. I know everyone here wants to meet Edward. So if you are part of that team and that community, if you're part of the community and the team of the people who want to meet and hang out with Edward Lynn, which I'm high on that list. I'm his biggest fan. If you want to be a part of that team, Lake Tahoe retreat is out and ready for the world. Cool. All right. Broader market stuff. The SPY reached a new all-time high again today. Straight up crush Zilla. This thing, this market is powerful, very, very powerful. So yeah, Mike says, don't you say that every day? Yeah, man, it seems like it. The Qs are doing their thing. The IWM is doing its thing. It's a little bit more flat right now. And the Dow Jones is doing its thing. It just seems like if you're in a broader market ETF, and type of 3, by the way, if you know that you can trade these things directly. I keep saying that because a lot of you always mention that you don't know that, or sorry, you always mention that you want some long-term positions. These can be long-term positions, right? You can have a long-term, you can have SPY or Qs or whatever. This can be your position. This can be your trade. This can be an investment for you. So I'm sure you guys all know that. Anyway, buy the dip, whatever the dip is, whatever size it is, however sideways we go, feel free to buy it. All right. Let's go ahead and hop into some individual stocks and companies. Zoom video still on the weaker side, realistically. So this is one of those where, again, if you are involved in one of these stocks, I do like Zoom long-term. We use Zoom every day. I do feel like the all-time high, the forever all-time high is not in, but short-term, like this year's high, that is a strong, strong possibility. So we've been Momo short on the daily chart since February 24th. So a month and a half. So if you're buying on this one, you're buying really, really small size. You're definitely not, you're not aggressive. You're not doing anything. And then pretty much it. Yeah, you're waiting, right? So, because again, if you're playing Zoom, a few traders, they have like a strategy to buy 5 shares here, 10 shares there, 2 shares there, and they're just accumulating Zoom, which if that's part of your plan, that's fine. It's just below all major moving averages, except for the weekly 100. So give it time. You actually had an inside week last week, followed by today so far is also an inside week. Now, granted, it's only Monday, so you have a lot of time. You're getting compression. So if you feel bored on, well, a lot of stocks, but really if you feel bored on Zoom, I get it. Yes, it is going sideways. It is Bollinger Band squeezing. Volatility is low. Be slow. Don't be aggressive on this one. Give it time. All right, skills still going lower. I don't have any positions on this one. Never have, mostly because I have no idea what they do. And the company doesn't really, I don't know. I have no idea. Just don't know much about it. Skills trading down to its old resistance, new support. So if you liked it at 40, it's at 15. This stock is just getting absolutely hemorrhaged. And really the big volume key level was this, right? Once that candle got taken out, that's just volume analysis 101. Right at the 100 simple moving average, huge buying volume coming in at that support at the 100 after a pullback. Once that broke, why are you in it? You know, like at what point do you think it's going to go a lot higher from there? Even if you just get your stop, exit, and then buy it lower, you know, I mean, there's, I don't know, get out there and get back in there if you want. Save yourself $10 a share. A long story short, if you like the company, you know a lot about it, you want to be in it, I think you can start buying some at $14.35. I don't have any positions on this one. Don't plan on getting any positions, but that's just me. I'm not saying it's a bad company. I just can't be in everything. Okay, Citigroup. You guys all heard of what Citigroup is. Citigroup has been trading sideways for about 20 days. Really nice little compression. So very, very sideways, some pressures building. If you're looking at playing Citigroup, you got a very cute little hammer here on April 7th, right? It's very small and dainty, but it is nice. And we retested that hammer really just Friday. So as of now, it's kind of working on breaking out. Here's the overall trend. The trend looks good. Here's the weekly chart. Weekly chart looks good. You're at a lot of resistance, obviously, on Citigroup. So, you know, it's rallying. It's out of resistance. Nothing too amazing on this one. I'd probably, if I got paid $3 to set up a trade on this one, if it broke out and then trapped people and pulled back, I'd probably buy it. Yep, that's how I would do it. And if you're in, you probably could be looking into a collar or some type of hedging strategy. up here just to be patient. Okay. Shopify, long-term averages. Shopify, I do like this move. I like the breakout. I like the gap. This is a really, really pretty gap on Shopify, this one right here. So this cleared all kinds of pivots, all sorts of resistances up in here. So really, really nice gap. And obviously it was a retest gap action. So right now it pulling back makes tons of sense. Why would it not? Right? Why would it not pull back? So it pulling back into this old resistance, new support level. Yep, that makes lows and lows of sense. Nice gap there. Again, good little stair step pattern. So buy the dip on Shopify if you were looking at playing it. I don't have any positions on Shopify, mostly because I can't be in everything. I would be, if you're swing trading it, that's fine. If you're accumulating up here, accumulate small size and be patient because it is still quite high. Weekly chart, overall trends doing its thing, and should be nice. Edward says, do you think these gaps will fill soonish? Yeah, probably by the end of the month. Earnings is around the corner. So yeah, this is definitely a gap that can be filled here on Shopify. I don't think it's an unfillable gap. Yeah, man, good question. Plus the long term, yeah. So if I was really to buy some serious Shopify position, probably be like at 1100. Probably 111.11. All ones. That makes the most sense. Cool. All right, there's Shopify. Next on the list, KLR. So this is kind of like the Twilio of Europe. And I know Ross Conway loves this stock. No idea how to pronounce the name, but looks cool. And what I would say is, again, just based on technical analysis, you probably want to start, if you are considering getting in on this one, these would be the levels. So 1253 by 1095. This is a nice breakout. And there's been a few stocks that have broken out like this that just continue to moon Lambo from there. So this is a big deal. This is the area of which I would start buying if I was going to do it, would be in this general range, this $12.50 to $11 range. So give it some time, be patient. It's not there yet. So no need to rush and just really aggressively start purchasing it. If you want to get in here because you don't want to get FOMO or anything, buy 10 shares. All right, spend $144 and then just sit back and relax. And then try to buy the rest down at this 1253 area. Blink Charging had a muy delicioso breakout on Thursday of last week. And then we're fully retesting today. So coming back down to the 100. I know Mark is in this one. And again, it did have a really nice pop. But yeah, so it's just bouncing around, I guess. It's going to hug that 100 simple for a while. I don't love the fact that it closed below that volume. I mean, literally a day and a half later, 2 days later. So that's not an awesome signal if you're long. So just know that this is a breakable basket. This is a stock that can go, well, to zero. It can go much lower. So have your stops in place. Know where you're trying to get in. You've already breached the 100 a few times here, so you could probably do it again. It could do something like that down to 35. So just be flexible with it. Be flexible with your expectations on this one. Make sure you know, is it a trade? Is it an investment? How do you want to be in? How long do you want to be in? All those things. Okay. LAZR, aka Lumineer Technologies. A lot of people loved this stock at 40 and now it's at 20 and no one likes it anymore. So Lumineer Technologies, I still don't have any position on this one. Haven't had any position on it. And if you were to buy some, the very top of your pyramid should begin here at 1947. Nice year. Bottom of your pyramid should probably be like $4 a share. So it's a big pyramid. But it will look something like this. So snag some there, and then maybe 16, and then maybe 8, and then maybe 5 and some change. Something like that. If you're playing it, I mean, I get it if you're not. I understand if you are. I don't have any positions in it, but this is the spot where if it's going to bounce, it needs to start doing it soon. Otherwise, it's going to go to 1368. I am keeping a very close eye on FIZZ National Beverage. Is Fizz and SodaStream the same thing? Can you guys confirm? Fizz is just LaCroix. That's all this one is. So SodaStream is another company. Dang. So Fizz only has LaCroix and like 3 or 4 other. Fizz National Beverage lineup. Robert says, I'm sure they have others. Nah, that's probably it. Ron says La crap. Oh, that's funny, man. People love their LaCroix, dude. Where's a good picture? I want a picture. Give me pictures. Let me click on images. Okay, what do we have here? National Beverage. So we got Rip It. Never heard of that one. That sounds fake. Everfresh, not real. Shasta? California Orange. Never heard of this one. Another Rip It. It's the best energy drink. Is it? I've never heard of this one. Huh. Well, they're doing their thing. I mean, LaCroix has been the big one for them. And they have a few other brands, obviously. But anyway, in general, I mean, that's long story short. If you are a fan of their product and you use it, you can be in it long term. This is a really, really powerful trend. And I am watching this one very closely. You have a bullish engulfing candle pattern today. And here's what I'm kind of watching for. One of these. It had a split recently, which says a lot. 2-for-1 splits, and then it's going to kind of trade sideways. So yeah, Fizz National Beverage. Let's keep our eyes on this one. This can have some leeway at some point to do something somewhat interesting. So it's on my watch list. We're going to start watching it and see what we can do. But if you are a religious purchaser of LaCroix, then, you know, snag some shares, be in a little bit, own some, right? Every time you go to Publix and buy $20 worth of carbonated water, then, you know, throw $20 at the stock. That is all for me. Okay, next on the list, SIMO, Silicon Motion Technology. This was one of our swing trades, and we actually played this one very well. We were able to exit this one up here, and it did pull back all the way back to our entry, same exact entry. You could have played the exact same trade twice. The exact same trade. This is a swing trade that we set up over here somewhere. Pretty sure we got filled on the 23rd of February, and yeah, I think we sold it on the 16th of March. So anyway, yeah, that's all I got. I mean, I would love for this thing to pull back to here, 54. I think that'd be the coolest spot to buy it ever. I don't know if it's actually going to give us that opportunity or not, but that would be, yeah, that's the spot. 54 all day. So if you're looking at buying that one, set your alarms for 54, buy low, sell high. Otherwise, again, depending on your strategy and your plan and your system and your approach, tons and tons of different ways to do it. It was a retest gap, obviously shave top white candle gapping up to an all-time high. Let's see how Momo would have traded that on a 5-minute chart, April 8th as a day trade. Let's just go see. How would have Momo traded this one? So very, very opening candle on Momo. We were actually long since April 7th. So we would have been long. Obviously, I don't think we would have bought there. So you've had to buy somewhere in here as it pulled back into the moving averages. But look how well that would have worked that day, huh? Jeez. You'd have just ridden that one all the way up. And if you exit up here or you sold somewhere over there. Either way, great trade. Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, as far as today is concerned, like if we look at it right now, it was bear Momo short since yesterday. Gapped over the weekend, was still short, trade all the way down, and you would have made some nice short money all morning. Anyway, Silicon Motion Technology Corporation, buy 54. I think it's the takeaway. UAVS, still Momo bearish on the daily chart. I was looking at it to potentially go bullish if it broke above that price point, but it did not. And again, the Momo definitely helped us being bearish since February 23rd. And since then continues going down. So if you're playing this electronic aerospace and defense company, I think you could probably buy it at $5. So we should come back to it at some point in time in the future, but right now is not the time to do anything awesomely exciting on that one. Okay, cool. SOS, I really liked the pattern. We are still waiting on it. It hasn't broken above 623. But what I now think we can do with all these bear candles in a row is we now can set up an official swing trade on this one. Let me, move this over here. Give me 3 seconds. Pull that down, pop over there. Let me go to the extended hours chart. Hourly chart, extended hours. Yeah, that's nice. This is nice. So daily chart, let me go look at the Momo. Zach says, this is neat. This is neat. Super neat. All right, 594 by 479. Got it. That'll be the setup, although I don't think it'll trigger. Right, if it does trigger, cool. I don't think it will, but it's one that could. And I really like the gaps. The target will be over here at 870 and bang. That's where we're at. Official swing trades, pop over here. Boom, boom. New official swing trade. Okay, today is the 12th. SOS. Looking at a breakout, 594 by 479. I think it's a great trade based on a perfect gap and go. Open is not triggered yet, and that's what we got. So again, if it doesn't fill, that's perfectly fine, but no big deal. All right. Ticker symbol LOVE, Lovesac Company. Weekly chart, trend is higher. It's actually at all-time highs. If you're looking for a really nice corduroy beanbag chair, you can get these here. Good breakout, really nice consolidation. We trade sideways really for a few months. Earnings are the 14th of April, so earnings season is around the corner. This looks like a pretty intriguing earnings. My question is, we'll have a lot of people have bought these things over COVID so they can sit around and, So they estimated negative 88 cents and made 16 cents. Negative 48, they did negative 8. Negative 71, negative 58. 36, they beat 37. Wow, so they beat earnings. Almost beat earnings then. Beat earnings then. Almost beat earnings then. Beat earnings then. Wow. This company has beat earnings almost every single time. That's very intriguing. Huh. Good old Lovesac. LOVE. What do we got going on here? Ooh, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Market cap's not even $1 billion. They got 283 million in sales. 322 employees. Price of sales is 3.12. Sales 43%, gross margin 51%. So they're increasing. This is nice. This is nice. Okay, good find. Well, if you own some Lovesac's, then you know, have a small piece going into earnings. I'd love to see if it can pull back or get back into here. Let's put this on the list for continuing trades. This is one that we should probably play in the next few weeks. I think this could grow relatively easily. Or get bought out by another retailer, which is most likely the best case scenario. That's probably what we got. All right. Robert says, I hear this song at every waiting. Wait, that's the B-52s. Super close. Super close. Almost the exact same thing. All right. LITB. Light in the box. Another retail trade. Robert says $1,500 for a super sack. Jeez. Edward says I had one. What happened to it, dog? What'd you do with it? Edward says I got married. Your wife's like, nah, dog. Nah, dog. We're not gonna have a love sack. All right, let's get a couch or a chair. Bro, the love sack's gotta go. I get it. Ladies, thank you for coming into our lives and actually making us gentlemen have real furniture. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. I think for like 6 years, I had a bed and a TV. And that was it. I had one fork, one spoon, one knife, one cup. Like why? Why do we have to have any more than this? Take all my money, buy Bitcoin, and buy no furniture ever. It worked out. It worked out. But yeah, I don't know anything about this one. Honestly, I would, I'd probably play this one as an absolute zero. Buy it at 267, put your stop at 0, and best case scenario, maybe it goes higher. Maloney says, my husband wants love sacks in our formal living room. And I've been in your formal living room. I'll have to tell Jay to, he's probably not going to make that one happen. I could think of another place in your house to put them, but I wouldn't put them there. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Good combos. All right. Here's SPLK. All right. Well, we actually have an interesting close on this one today. And I forget the gentleman who wanted to review this particular trade. But with this new high, I think he's already in. I would say it's a really nice hammer yesterday. If you're looking at playing it, yeah, buy a dip. Stop at 142. Entry at 142. Stop at 137. Could be a really quick swing trade. Weekly chart. This company has had a decent pullback. They did have a double top on a weekly. Perfect double top on a weekly. Close, retested, it went lower, everything. But I mean, it bounced off the 200 simple before. Overall trend looks good. Martin D wanted to look at SPLK. Got it. Thank you, Edward. So yeah, I mean, I like it. It looks like a double bottom. We made a little bit of a higher high today. If I go into the 78-minute chart and turn the extended hours off, you'll see that Momo went long on SPLK over here, March 31st. So if you're in it, cool. If you're not, no big deal. But that's how I would play it at this point, is to buy a dip. Uh-oh. Also have Momo long on the daily. Okay. So anyway, let's see what it does. Buy the pullback if you're looking at playing it. Roblox. Congratulations, Angela, for taking a Roblox trade setup. Mike says, Martin D is the man. He's made me a couple of hours this month with his live scanner. Yeah, he's really awesome. Isn't it so cool to have a giant group of people that love trading and you can just like ping and pong ideas off of? without exaggeration, and I'm being extremely sincere, I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars from doing absolutely nothing other than just sitting down an hour every so often and just reading through Slack. Seriously, like I've done absolutely nothing other than that. I just sit down in Slack and just read what people are saying and look at people's charts and going, oh, wow. And then I like the chart. And so I'll take the trade. I do nothing other than that. You know, it's like, it's so good because when people post charts and ideas, it's like, it helps me think and see and just kind of get like an understanding of what things are happening. Like this trade right here that Martin did on, on Apple. Like what a good setup. It's like, man, I need to do a setup like that. This trade right there kind of wants me, like challenges me. Like I need to do a lower high scalp, So anyway, I love your guys' charts. So Angela made a glorious trade on Roblox. Let me see if I can go find her trade. Look at this one. Roblox made it to 76 today. So here was her trade setup. Jan says a breakout above 7160, it'll go to 76. So she snagged in at 7160 and it went to 76. So she bought the breakout, bought low, sold high. Angela just printing money bags. I love it. Jimmy says, this is my first day and I'm drinking from the Trade Idea fire hose. Yeah, man, it's all good. No big deal, man. It takes practice and time. It's just like anything else though. Like if you first start, it's a lot, but just commit to 3 or 4 months and it really, really will assimilate over time. Absolutely. Yep. It gets you there. It just takes a little bit of time, man. No big deal. Eric says best $199 I've ever spent. Yeah, dog. Same. So anyway, great trade on Roblox. Angela, awesome job. And guys and girls, you can get your children to trade. Give them accounts. Tell them to trade Roblox. Put $1,000 in it for your kids and tell them, hey, if you lose everything, it's absolutely fine. Let it go to zero. No big deal. Here are your rules. Buy it low, sell it high, buy 4 shares max, have a stop in place. Just show them how to do it and then give them homework every week and just like they want to trade Roblox. Kids are loving this thing. So yeah, they'll be engaged. They will listen. They will. All right, Frog, aka J Frog Limited. We got real lucky on this one with a swing trade trigger on April 9th. At least I'm pretty sure it was April 9th. Yeah, April 9th. And I love that candle that came in today. It was very pretty. Very, very pretty. So I'm trying to debate on how high to sell it. That would be like a nice comfy R. It is, but it could technically go a little bit higher than that, I think. Momo hasn't even triggered yet on the daily chart. It's been on 78-minute chart since all the way back here on April 6th. That looks really, really clean. Edward says, my target is 59.30. Ooh, Edward Lynn trying to sell at old support, new resistance. What? Yeah, I like the candle a lot. If you're in it, cool, stay in it. I think we can play it, how you feel, how you see necessary. But in general, with April, we have a lot of decent bullishness out there. I'm not going to be afraid to take some quick gains and just lock in some profits if we need to, but overall, I like it. And yeah, it can absolutely go higher. So be a little bit patient on this one, but everyone in the world wants to time it properly, right? Everybody wants to sell it there. It goes down there. You buy it again. It goes up here. You sell it. It goes down here. You buy it. It goes up there. You sell it. Like everyone wants to do that. So figure out how you want to play it. If we do sell early, just to lock in gains for April because, you want to stack some wins, that's absolutely fine. Stone Cold Steve Austin, AKA Stone Co Limited. I like the hammer today. In fact, it's relatively close to what we drew the other day on Stone Co Limited. So Mr. Squiggles kind of helping us out a little bit on that one, showing us the way. So let's see if we can get another 2 or 3 days of buying. Right now, let's just be patient. We've moved the stop loss on it. We shouldn't be able to lose a lot. And I would love for this one to trade in 76.42. That'd be a huge win. I'm in on this one, obviously. And that's about it. Looks good. Upwork. That's my owl impression. So I really like this pennant pattern. I like the compression. I love the pressure. It looks great. I will just let you all know if we get a big bear breakdown out of here, which is very possible. It's literally a coin flip. If we get a big bear day on Upwork, that'll be the day that I'll buy some more, like I'll buy the bear. And I like Upwork long term. I will be in this trade regardless of what it does. It goes higher, it goes lower, I'll be in it. Because long term, I think it looks really nice. So if it comes down, I'll be buying. Yeah, I'm in either way. I don't know what else to say on Upwork. It's just a good company. I love a lot about what they do, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think freelancing and people sending their jobs and their information and their value to other parts of the world just makes a lot of sense. Tesla went Momo long on Friday. So Tesla, ladies and gentlemen, again, I don't personally think it's just going to do this. That would be way, way, way too easy, especially with the market all-time highs. So most likely they'll still chop around for a bit. The reason I'm saying that is because I don't want you to put all of your money in on Tesla right now and go, okay, it's going to go to 900 and expect it to just do that. Expect the worst case scenario and then be delighted if best case scenario happens. I think blue is much more likely than red. How do I know that? And that's just experience, right? That's the only thing I really bring to the table when I do this is just, I've been trading for a while. So I just kind of get a general idea of how stocks are structured, how wave rotation is structured, how movements are structured. And yeah, it just makes a lot of sense to me for it to do that for a few times. Now, what if it doesn't? Well, good. I'm in. I'm starting to accumulate Tesla again. It looks beautiful. I like the candle. I like it's nice. Don says, so Leap sounds like a great win-win. Yeah, exactly. So if you're going to play something longer term, if you're in Leaps, if you're in shares, you are buying, keep this in mind, you are buying at a resistance, right? So can it break resistance, retest and go higher? Yes, right? It can, but, and again, it can absolutely go higher. It's just most likely with stocks that go this hard, this fast, this quickly, because it's still extremely, extremely high. More than likely, we're going to chop around for a little bit longer than most people think, because most people, 95% of traders got spoiled last year and they want fast returns. So they're going to over leverage. They're going to pile in. They're going to want those same fast returns. I don't think they're going to get them. That's what I'm saying. So Edward says, should we be increasing our lower limit buys a little bit? Yes. Yep. So if you had some lower limit buys down here and down here, start pulling those up. Yep. I do think that this is a bottoming pattern, right? I don't think we're going to go much, much, much lower, longer term than this, at least for right now, because again, we did drop 40% realistically on Tesla, and that's amazing. That's huge. So yep, turn your sad faces off. I get it. I know we all wanted Tesla at 500 and 450, but you know, one of the fifth, like the what, fifth, sixth biggest company in the world, seventh, something like that, 11th, had a 40% pullback in a month. Month and a half. That's a big deal. It's a lot. How much is Tesla's market cap right now? 670 billion. That's amazing. It cracks me up that it's worth more than every other auto manufacturer in the world combined, times 2. It's amazing. Like General Motors is worth a measly 85 billion. 85 bill. That's it. And that's doubled since October. Oh, it's amazing. And they still have insane sales. Look at this, 122 billion. So General Motors can still go higher. They absolutely can. I'm not going to frown on them. But I mean, if I'm looking at this balance sheet, just without anything else, it looks like a pretty good deal. General Motors does, if I'm being honest. Looks like a good one to buy the pullback on. Let's put that on the list for Thursday. Ever since the crab came out, that's what I'm calling it from now on. What day was that? I think I can find that day. I'm pretty sure this was the day of the crab, September 8th. Either that day or this day, October 20th. The crab. All right, that's what I have on Tesla. NVDA is a strong bull candle, huge volume at an all-time high at a resistance. Now, again, stocks always feel the easiest to buy at the worst times. All right. So right here, okay, that was the best time to buy NVIDIA, obviously. And or anywhere in here off the 200. Type in a 3 if you all know NVIDIA is going to go higher over a long period of time. Okay, everyone here should be typing in 3s. Everyone knows that NVIDIA is going to go higher. Now, the question is simply, again, how are you buying? Right? How are you buying? Because you want to know what companies you're buying. You want to know where you're buying. You want to know what they do. You want to know how they do it. And you want to buy as low as you can. And understand, ask yourself the question, am I accumulating this as an investment, or am I accumulating this as am I going to take this as a trade? So an example, we've been trading sideways for around a year-ish. Could you have bought 10 shares a month to accumulate shares of NVIDIA and then take an individual trades that you saw that looked good in a different account? And the answer is, of course you could, right? Remember, you get to decide how you structure your investment. You get to decide your trade. I don't have any positions in NVIDIA, mostly because I can't be in everything. And that's not a negative. I mean, it's a great company, but I have taken some trades. I've absolutely traded it in between these times. I just don't own any long term. So yeah, you have to pick, you have to choose. Accumulation of assets is what will make you wealthy. Right? Write that down. Accumulation of assets. So the assets need to eventually go higher. They need to produce something. They need to create value for you. And over the long term, increase your net worth. So on NVIDIA, nice double bottom, good bounce off support, big volume. You probably do get a pullback tomorrow, something like this. If you're looking at buying NVIDIA, 588, probably. Buy halfway into this ginormous candle, but it will go higher over time. It will. I'm just saying, if you want to buy a lot of it, don't buy a lot of it at 606. That's all I'm saying. It's just at a resistance. So buy low, sell high. David Webb, you still in your NVIDIA shares? I know you've been in since forever. So don't know if you're getting into a collar or a covered call or something up here, but yeah, interesting looking chart. And then AMD, obviously, going the exact opposite of NVIDIA. They are theoretically competitors, or so I've been told. But I think AMD, again, will eventually go higher. It's just going to take a little bit of a break. The craziest thing ever happened today on NVIDIA, though, and I do mean the craziest thing, something I've only seen 98 times out of the last 105 days. It sold off at open. So if you were day trading it today, it I mean, it should have been an absolute no-brainer. That was $1 at open. You could have made $1 shorting AMD at open on a perfect gap again. And then this green line is the 200 simple on the daily chart. Once all those bear candles came in, shorting it on a pullback at the 200 with a stop up there, you know, $1 away or whatever, easiest trade of all time. How would you have known to have been short AMD? Was there any indicator that could tell you like, hey, this is your direction. This is what you should be focusing on. This is, oh yeah, Momo. So there's the trend. Momo has been bearish on AMD since Friday at 2 o'clock Eastern. It never flipped bullish, not once. So the whole day, the only analysis you would have looked to taken was a bearish trade. I mean, how easy was this setup? And I look at this. I trade AMD today. Look at this double top. Again, this purple line is not only the 105 EMA on a 30-minute chart, but 81.52 is the 200 simple on the daily. How easy would it have been to short AMD right there on a retest? Bloop, I'm in short. Stop loss up here at 81.98. Oh, I mean, inside candle. Look at this retest. This is when I thought to myself, if this thing breaks down, oh boy. Oh my God. Like that's the cleanest trade in the world. I'm serious. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. That is so clean. There's 418 things that make this trade perfect. So that being said, great gap, great day trade, solid opportunity. And yeah, long term, let it chop around for a little bit and let's see what it does. Hang out sideways, consolidate, and then eventually it'll go higher. But tomorrow it probably gaps up a little bit, runs a little bit higher, sells off 15 minutes into open, makes a little bit of a lower low, consolidates, and then goes higher. Hashtag every day for the last 4 months. All right, NNDM, nano dimension, again, it's going to go lower. Been looking at this one every other day, and that's pretty much my analysis each time. So let it go a little bit lower before you buy it. Buy small size, buy fractional size, buy small positions. If you're wondering why I'm saying that, mostly because the trend is still a downward ski slope to zero. Now, is it going to go to zero? I don't know. Probably not. Most likely not. But the trend says it is. All right. Nothing bullish about the trend, but it is interacting with the weekly averages right around here. So again, you can definitely be buying some positions down here, but you are going to have to buy tiny size. You're going to have to position in. You're going to want to make sure you know a lot about the company. Make sure you are very familiar with what it does, how it makes money, all of those things. Because anytime you're trying to catch a stock that is dropping significantly, you want to know a lot about it. And you still have to position size the right way. So that's pretty much what I got on my list. Whoever throws in 3 stocks, I'll look at those 3 and then we'll wrap up and then we'll be done. LULU, LULU, possible double bottom, looks quite nice. I like it. RIOT, RIOT. Oh, this is interesting. So RIOT, you had 3 bear candles today, gapping up into another bear candle. Very, very interesting pattern, if I do say so myself, and I do because I just did. So if you're playing RIOT, you're probably going to get in above this bear candle with a stop below the candle, and best of luck. FSLY, just not doing anything. So it is actually up today. You did have a hammer yesterday. You did take out the top of that hammer. That is best case scenario, I would argue. I would argue best case scenario. So will it bounce? Yeah. Is it going to happen immediately? No. Am I in some $80 January 2022 call options? Yes. So that's FSLY. All right. We do have to update Alibaba. So we did have a really nice swing trade set up on Alibaba, but obviously we got skipped on it. So Alibaba, go ahead and cancel our wonderful, wonderful swing trade. This was a thing of beauty. I mean, we analyzed it. We felt the pressure building. We knew that this was a good spot to get in. Again, some of you did buy off of the high of this candle. right? Some of you did buy there and you just were patient, waited. You had to wait a whole month. A whole month. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you guys had to wait 30 days. Dang. Can you imagine Zach Johnson having to wait a month for something? Wouldn't that just be the worst? Oh, man. 30 days? No, I refuse. So anyway, just hanging out, doing its thing, and that's pretty much it. So BABA, great gap up, and today is the day I sold a covered call on BABA. Because you want to sell them on up days, right? Not down days. You want to sell them at resistance, not support. So I sold Alibaba covered call May 7th at $1.05. I got $1.05 for those at the 285 strike. I would not be upset about getting called away there at all. That'd be a huge gain if it happened. If it doesn't happen, that's also okay. Do I think this gap will fill? Is a wonderful question. It absolutely could. There's a few people that sold some 195 puts down here. But yeah, the gap can fill. We will have to cancel that exact swing trade. I think BABA will probably do this. Now, here's the thing. If I come back in time and BABA has not filled this gap, will I be surprised? No. This gap doesn't have to fill. There's a lot of reasons why it might not. But I would assume that it will eventually fill. Robert says, I think it retests, but doesn't fill all the way. That would make a lot of sense. So it could come down to like 232, 232 and just doesn't fill all the way would make a lot of sense. Edward says, do we know why they gapped up when they got fined? Of course. It's the easiest answer in the world. Number one, everyone thought they would go lower after getting fined. But number two, it's over. The damage has been done. How easy is it for Alibaba to pay a $2 billion fine? I mean, that's like Edward Lin solving a quadratic formula in his mind. Easy, Edward. Easy. Hungalo says it was 0.3% of their market cap. Yeah, so it was really nothing. It gave them certainty. Plus, a lot of people thought that it was gonna be bad news. So again, can we think of any other massive, huge company that got fined a few $1 billion and then just didn't care and went higher over time? Any guesses? Any companies out there that? Oh yeah, Facebook. Facebook's done it. What's that other one company that I think we use a lot on a daily basis that got tons and tons and tons of lawsuits, mostly from the government, Google. Yeah. Oh wait, Amazon, Trump, too big, got to go lower. Amazon, Apple had 100 million. Microsoft has had 415. Yeah. So once the lawsuits are over, everyone's like, okay, cool, fine. We have the number. We'll pay it. Not a big deal. Move forward. A slap on the wrist. Yeah, bro. My absolute pleasure. So folks, tomorrow is Tech Giant Tuesday. What stocks would you guys like to look at tomorrow? Square, Teladoc trying to go up a little bit. Ethereum, Litecoin, Apple, of course we can look at Apple. Roku, Coupa Software, Snowflake, Bingo, Quantum of Solace, GAN, Arlo, Dariat, DSCA. I think that's right. DISCA. Yeah. Discovery, Limonada. First word I learned in Spanish. AI, got it. DraftKings, got it. Netflix, got it. We can definitely add that one. Pinterest for sure. Zim, Datadog, no problem. My boy Jimmy wants to look at NTLA. Beyond the Meat, First Solar, GoDaddy, got it, Clove, Fiverr, Fire Eye, and Soul. All right, team. Well, I'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Thanks so much for being here, folks. You are stupendous human beings, and I love you so much. Cheers. You guys rock. And until next time, love life, trade it. Bye.